I just upgraded my rank to 4, so I won't have any problems moving on. And I also enhanced my cards. Well, I say cards, it was just the SSR Riddle one. Anyways, if book 1 also has only 20 chapters, then I guess we only have like 8 left. Egg destroyers. Oh, I hope nothing bad happens. I know, right? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, I don't think we need that. We don't... Yeah, we're fine. We do not have the money for that. Thank you. I mean, being the only man in the house doesn't really like mean you have to do all the heavy lifting. But it seems right, taking care of your mom, it seems like we cannot have a peaceful moment. Oh my god, it's you again? You seriously be acting like this while being totally frightened by Riddle, huh? Yeah, it is your fault, jerk. Apologize to the chickens? Douchebags. The delinquent in Deuce is coming out. Yeah, be afraid, huh? Behold, delinquent Deuce is coming out. Of course. I'll play with you. Lilia, so chill. I really love Lilia. Like, I genuinely grew to love Lilia so much, even though I still haven't really, like, spent time with Lilia. I just love him so much. Yeah, I definitely can say that I started to understand more the battle system and how everything works. Also, I just looked up Lilia's age because I was curious, and they just gave up that vibe of being really old, and especially since he gave me the vibe of a vampire, so I genuinely believed that he was like hundreds of years old, and I was right. If what Google told me is true, then he's like 700 years or something like that. When you hear him speak and in the lessons and some lines he says, yeah, it really shows that he is old. Oh, do not tell me that he was a punk, like in the past, and that like caused so much trouble for him and his family or mom or whatever, and he quit being a punk and he's trying his best. Bleached my hair. He says bleached my hair as if it was like some terrible things to do. Oh my god. So the guilt started to rise, and it's fine. Like, I mean, you weren't at fault. They messed with you and they pissed you off, and that's totally fine to have reacted that way. I mean, now you just show them a lesson and they will never mess with you. And you can still be an honor student. Like, you can't just shut down all your feelings. Like, if you feel anger, you have to let it out. If you feel sad, you have to let it out. And, like, that's how humans work. Yeah, you just have to, like, let it out in the proper moment and not just, like, for no reason. That's the messed up thing, if you're just a punk for no freaking reason. Yeah, Grimm's right. Just make sure you don't overdo it. Even honor students get angry sometimes. Like, it's human nature, you know? To be honest, I really enjoyed that. I'd rather see them get angry and express their feelings than bottling them up. You know, chickens don't live inside eggs, right? I know, right? Like, why are you feeling so bad? At your grown-ass age, you're just learning that? Chicks, she's still thinking about that. And yay! We're done. Are you still thinking about that? I know, right? Thank you for your non-existent help. Yeah, that is really impressive. Overwriting characteristics. That reminds me of Rain Whispers from the Owl House. Like, they do the same thing with their whistling magic. This trick would be very useful for people who do not like to eat certain elements or certain food. If you really think about it, this is cool, but honestly, it's just like a trick of illusion. Riddle's magic, though, it would be very useful in combat if you're in a dangerous situation or something like that. So I would say Riddle's magic is better. Yeah, precisely. That's what I was saying. Well, if you want to stay in our crusty dusty dorm, then I do not mind. You guys, if you're up for cleaning, then please come on in. It's no problem. See you tomorrow. Oh, why is the ominous vibe? What's going on? What happened? 10 dorm members were caught violating the rule? What is the rule? Let me just say what I think about this situation of the rules and everything. I get it that some rules are meant to be like for the dorm and, you know, in honor of the Queen of Hearts and everything, but honestly, some of them are genuinely ridiculous, such as no drinking honey sweetened lemonade after 8 p.m. Like, why? Or the not eating hamburgers on Tuesdays. Like, how would these rules improve the dorm situation or anything? Like, I think that Riddle really should think it over, like these rules. I mean, come on. Some rules are really decent, but these kind of rules are just extreme if you ask me. Yeah, I think we really need to have a conversation with Riddle. I guess for Riddle, these kind of things are normal and like what should be done. But for normal people and students, these are just so unbearable.
Okay.
Oh, again these. Again with these. What is that? I want to know. I bet it's some crazy ass lore. I just know that. An army of one. Oh, is it some kind of protest that people of heartslabyul would be doing? Oh. Ooh, another cutscene. Okay. More lore, I guess. Another dream. Oh, so these cutscenes are like you getting them as dreams or some sort. It was the ace, so it was you. You know what I also think about is the fact that these rules and these situations are making Riddle so hard to approach and like unapproachable and making him look like a really bad guy when I bet he is not. And as Trey said, he is not a bad guy, but like everyone's intimidated by him and everyone is fearing him literally. It's so sad. Wouldn't that make him feel lonely? But they're just roses. Why doesn't anyone stop the queen? Oh, I want to play card games with them too. You know, this whole situation really also makes me feel so bad about him and so sorry for him. I just feel like this entire thing is just stripping him from his own well-being. Huh? A clone? Is this your special magic? Oh, that answers my question. I was wondering how did he keep regenerating, and yeah, this must be it. I see now. One more to go. Rose, be red. Hard work undone. What do you mean hard work undone? Doesn't sound pretty much good, huh? Ooh, what a party. Hi, Riddle. Why do I have a feeling that something will go wrong? Okay, I was wondering if Ace and Deuce. Okay. You look all fantastic. A very merry and birthday. What is this party? I mean, it's all about having fun and following the rules. Oh, please, everything go well.
よくぞ聞いてくれました。旬の栗をたっぷり使ったマロンタルトです。マロンタルトだって。信じられない。
Please tell me we didn't make it worse. From the sound of it, we did.
ハートの女王の法律。
Seriously?
562条。
Not another rule. Trey Clover. This is all your fault.
第562条。
How do you remember all of these rules? Like 562? How many of these rules are there? Yeah, you have all of these memorized?
全810。僕はすべて頭に入ってる。
You're just gonna waste the cake, and not even just the cake, it's all the efforts. You know what I feel? I feel like this entire thing will just end up by everyone leaving the dorm and leaving him all alone. I bet he's lonely because of this. It's just pushing everyone away. How can you live with such foolish rules? How can you be so mean after we worked so hard? Yeah.
とんでもありません、寮長。
They're totally scared.
この寮の中で僕が一番成績が優秀で一番強い。
Riddle, that's not how it works. Like, I genuinely get where he's coming from, but it is a self-destructive strategy and lifestyle.
みんな、ほら、はい寮長って言って。
Yeah, I don't think anyone would say yes. House warden. I knew, like, we just can't, okay? Me neither. This is so self-destructive, not for you, but for anyone else. I really want to know what's his backstory, because he isn't like that for no reason, and I just know that. And it makes me feel really sad right now, because I know he's not doing this just for the sake of it. Okay, Riddle, you went too far. Cater and Trey, you cowards! Oh, we're not gonna fight Riddle, okay. We're gonna fight Trey and Clover. You know what? What's funny? How everything really escalated real bad and the situation is so hopeless and so bad. And then there's Lilia smiling.
15分も押してしまっている。
Oh, calm down. Yeah, you really need to think it through. You just can't continue on like that. That is really not healthy.
俺にはどうすることもできないよ。
I just want to know, what is this? What is this all about? I'm sure it is about Riddle's backstory or something. I'm sure there's gotta be a solution.
重たいんだよさ。
その首輪の重ね付け生かしとるにゃ。
You're literally the cat from Alice in Wonderland.
俺はアルチェミエビチピンカ。
Huh? Yet another weirdo. What dorm are you from? Well, I would say heartslabyul since it is all about the Alice in Wonderland, so he really acts like the cat in Alice of Wonderland. Well, I guess that's the inspiration.
あのメガネに聞いてみにゃ。
Four-eyed friend. Oh, Trey, Clover?
クローバー先輩のことか。
あいつはリドルがちっちゃい頃からよう知っとるよ。
Oh, that's interesting. You know, I'm really having a great time playing book 1 and knowing more about Riddle and heartslabyul as a whole, that I'm just gonna like finish book 1 right now. Punishment escalation.
第249条。
Another rule.
オフイズユアヘッド。君たちがルールを破るからだろう。
If you do not like to do this, then why are you doing it? Like, this is really not helping. It's just making everyone really hate the heartslabyul dorm. This is not really for the good. Like, I'm genuinely concerned about you. Again with... yeah, it's like it's getting too big, huh? I noticed.
小さい頃からずっとそうやってあいつにペコペコしてきたわけ。
ビシッと怒ってやればいいんだぞ。
You don't think this situation calls for
あ
it?
いつを叱ることなんか
Like, can't you see how self-destructive this entire thing is? Is it quite weird that I have tears in my eyes? You know, I said before that I love these kind of characters that you just know they hide something, or like they have a terrible backstory or something. Like, you just know there's more depth about them. I said before that Riddle reminded me of Scaramouche. Yeah, with time, this assumption of mine is just becoming more and more real. Scaramouche felt unworthy his entire life. The gnosis was the only thing that made him feel worthy. And when he got stripped from that, he just rather die than feel unworthy again. This is basically the same situation.
消耗品から友達まで全部決められてた。
Seeking parental and academic validation is the worst thing ever. Yeah, so it's his parents' fault. He's like that. That sounds horrible.
かつて自分がそうだ。ルールを破るのは絶対的に悪だと思ってる。リドルのやり方が正しくないことも。
It is self-destructive, as I said, and he doesn't realize that because he grew up like that. It's basically when kids grow up in an abusive household and they do not realize it was abusive until later on when they grow up. They do not know the difference between abuse and love. It's totally fair that you cannot hold it against him because it is not his fault. But I also think that doing nothing about this is not a good thing. I think silence treatment is not a good thing too.
今の話を聞いてよーくわかった。リドル寮長があんななのはあんたのせいだわ。
Yeah, it is silent treatment. If you do not do something about this situation, it will just grow to the worse.
たのはしょうがない。
I'm glad that Ace gets it.
寮長の親が寮長にやってたことは間違ってる。
When you know that something is wrong and you do nothing about it, that's also your fault.
今の寮長が親と同じ間違いしてるって思ってるなら。
I'm telling you, like him and Scaramouche really have so much in common. Scaramouche had no one to correct him and lead him on a good path. Riddle, now, no one did that for him too. So the abused becomes the abuser. Like, that's literally it.
おい、エース。
What, Deuce? This is the truth.
そんなんダチでもなんでもねえわ。
And finally, Crowley, you show up. I was wondering what Crowley thinks about this entire thing. Like, doesn't he know how the heartslabyul dorm works? Doesn't he know how Riddle is right now? I'm sorry, Headmage. What are you doing, Headmage?
君が元の世界に戻る方法について調べに来たんですよ。
No, I'm liking it here. Just forget about that.
借りに来たわけではありませんから。
Yeah, certainly not. I believe you. You need to know, you're the head mage after all. Wait, does book 1 end in chapter 20, like the prologue? If not, then I guess I'll have to wait until another time. I am genuinely curious and want to know how this will end.
あいつに負けて逃げてる感じが
Yeah,
して。
you have to fix the situation from its source, not run away from it.
君が寮長になっちゃえばいいんじゃないんですか？
Oh.
ほら、声が大きい。学園長が変なこと言うからだろ。
I know, right?
変でもなんでもありませんよ。
Oh, well, that's interesting.
よし。
I'm pretty curious to see how
デュースま
the
でそんなこと言
situation
い出す
will
とは思
be
わなかった
resolved.
ぞ。
This is gonna be like a power friendship.
出た。
Okay, we need to come up with some sort of plan. Is this really a good idea? Just throw a cauldron at him.
こぼしてなら勝てるかもしれない。
魔
These
法以外
duels
の
are
攻
to be
撃は
fought
使用
solely
禁
with
止です
magic.
からね。
よーし。魔法にはちょっと自信ないけど。
Okay, so book 1 doesn't really end on chapter 20. I really want to play more. Oh, wait. Well, I cannot play more anyways. Even if I wanted to. Well, I guess I have to reach rank 5. So, I'll see you guys after I do that.